and much needed. We would have definitely had some guys out this past weekend if we would have played. So glad to have everybody. I think at this point ready to go. Obviously, we got a tough Tuesday, Wednesday practice coming up. So hopefully, but at this point going into it, we feel like we're probably in as good a spot as we've been in a while from a health standpoint. So excited about that, and then just taking some time this past week to obviously do a lot of self-scouting and just evaluation on everything, and it's really not complicated on what we got to do better. It's really football stuff that's got to get better, and again, good week. I think everybody is in a good space as far as where they are, from a mental standpoint, as far as, hey, this is where we are and this is what we got to go do. We got a chance to play and coach our way out of a hole that we put ourselves in, and everybody understands that. But just a kind of a reset, honestly, on what we want to try to go do starting this week, and that is do something we haven't done outside of literally just a couple of moments, and that's play together and play complementary football. We talk about it all the time, and we've done that very little, where we're really truly pulling in the same direction. Just proud of the guys and how they responded. Obviously last week was a long week, and I think they handled it well. I've been really pleased with the leadership, and not surprised at all. But again, you always assume things, but until you really see things and get confirmation, you never really truly know. And sometimes you don't get opportunities like we have right now to be in a really adverse situation and kind of see what you're made of and how people going to respond. So I've been really pleased from that standpoint. The guys have really responded the right way, and eager to get back out there and start playing some football and see if we can, again, still not too late for them to be the team that they want to be, and to play together and to play with precision in what they do. And tough challenge this week. Excited about it. It's been a while since we've been up there. I think it was 19 maybe. Was it when we went up there? 2019. Remember, it was Isaiah Simmons maybe and Chad Smith on a 2-point conversion over on the right side. I think it was a tough game. Came down the last play, and I know it'll be a tough game this time. They're a team that's improving. They're a team that is they're 2-2, and I think for them a lot of change. Obviously, change with their staff. Had a bunch of guys come in, January and May, so now they're playing some games. They're starting to figure out who they are. They've had some change at quarterback, a couple different guys there that had been playing. Obviously, 7 got hurt against Central Florida, but they've had an open date as well. So I would be surprised if he doesn't play, but we would probably expect both of them to play, and they're very different. So that creates some challenges from a preparation standpoint. They've got skill outside. They got some kids that can really run. I mean, really run. Number 3 is a burner. 1, 8, 9, all those guys, they're doing a good job with them. Really impressed with the backs. 4, Hood's been around for a while, but this kid, June 35, he's been impressive, and he's kind of really come on for them. He's a downhill runner, physical. They're big up front, really big in the trenches. So a lot of RPOs built into their system, shots, and a lot of play action, what I call climb routes with deep overs, and et cetera. So they do a good job, as far as how they put it together schematically to challenge you. They know what they're doing. But, again, I think they're still kind of growing into their identity of who they're doing it with, because they've had some change at quarterback on a couple of occasions for them. And then over on the defensive side, same thing as the offensive line. They're big, thick guys, strong. You don't see ends typically as big as number 8 for them. He's 280 plus pounds. He's a good football player. 9 is got some twitch and skill to him. Thick inside. twos leading them with explosive plays, linebacker, and then got some couple of experienced guys in the secondary. They brought number 1 with them from Washington. Coach's son there that was the D coordinator out there, so he's a really good player. So again, schematically, they're mostly a 4 down. We'll jump in and out of smoky stuff and multiple with their coverages, and kind of week to week type of a game plan deal on who they're playing and what they're seeing. So I think it's a team that's getting better. Again, there's some unknowns with the quarterback that you just don't really know right now, and a lot of times when you have multiple quarterbacks, they can run they're similar and they run the same system, but this is a little different scenario as far as style of play. So I think that presents some challenges, but just excited to get back out there. Excited to get back in the fight and see if we can find a way to win a game. With that, I'll take your questions.
You said you wanted to do some soul searching as a program after the last game. Just how did that go, and do you feel like that process is ongoing, or?
My soul is cleansed. No, it was a lot of soul searching. Yeah, I mean, you look at everything. Obviously, really disappointing in where we are, and I mean, it's just. Truly, you look at everything when things aren't going well, and I mean, the reality of it is it's never too far away from one side or the other. You're not that far away from being on the right side of things, but when you're on the wrong side of things, everything stinks, right? And everything is magnified, and that's kind of where we are. And nobody wants to hear, well, a couple plays here, a couple plays there, and that ain't. We are what we are, and this is a, but from a big picture standpoint, I mean, it's just been a coaching failure, honestly. I mean, that's the best way I can say it. I mean, we have just failed as coaches. I'm not taking accountability away from the players. I mean, they got accountability in this too. I mean, you got some guys that got to play better. I mean, they're not just on scholarship anymore. I mean, some of these guys are paid a lot of money to perform, and everybody's got accountability. But I mean, it's just an absolute coaching failure. That's just, I don't know other way to say it. And I'm not pointing a finger, I'm pointing a thumb. I mean, it starts with me, because I hire everybody and I empower everybody and equip everybody. And when players don't play to their potential, to me, that's coaches. That's on us. Like when you have when you don't, because our problems really are football stuff. I mean, big picture, our program is great. Our program is built right. Our program has never been better. When you talk about a program, I mean, to me, it does 2 things. One, your program should drive consistency, and your program should, whatever your purpose is, your program should fulfill that. Whatever everybody has their, like, this is what we're about. And so as you holistically build a program, then does it get the job done? Well, the number one thing is consistency. Well, obviously, we've had 14 great years here in a row. And some people may say, well, how do you say it? Well, we've had 14 great years. We've had some bad moments. We've had some elite years. But we've had 14 great years. 13 of those 10-plus win seasons. 14 great years, 11 championships. And I'm not talking about 14 years ago. I'm talking about as recent as last year. But 11 championships in 14 years. 9 conference titles, 2 national championships, and played for 2 more national championships, and played for another conference title. So the program is driving consistency. That's what the program is doing. That's what it's set up to do. Consistency in everything. And then when you talk about fulfilling the purpose and the program doing that, well, it's doing that. The number one thing in our purpose is graduation, and we lead the nation in that. The second thing is equipping them as men, using, our program to build great men. And we have that in place. We have a bunch of great young people that have been equipped through the program here. But also a part of the program is winning championships. That's a part of the program too. And, we've done that. I mean, every signing class in 17 years here has won a championship. except for this year's freshman. Every coordinator that's ever worked here has won a championship, except for Tom Allen. So the program is doing its part. It's built right, organizationally, structurally, processes, procedures, like that stuff. We're in a really good spot. Probably never been better. But from a team standpoint this year, like this is a football coaching failure. That's what it is. And it's football stuff. It's not program. It's football stuff. And that, to me, when you have guys that don't play like they're capable of playing, that is a reflection of us as coaches. And again, I'm not excusing the player from it. They got accountability too. But you know, our job, your job as a coach, is to get your guys to play to their potential, and we have failed in that. Just that simple. And so that's why we are where we are, and we haven't gotten it done as coaches. And that's again, that starts with me. But it's football stuff. It's not like it. I mean, it's blocking. It's getting off blocks. It's making the critical play at the critical time. It's routine plays. It's routine decision making. You know, it's that stuff, and all of that stuff we can fix. So the good news is we can coach and we can play our way out of it. But we got to be better. You know, it's just, and that's the frustrating thing. Again, program-wise, I don't think we could be better. I mean, like, you know, what the function of the program is, driving consistency, and fulfilling the purpose, and it's doing it. But this team in this moment, we have failed as coaches.
With the coaching being the problem, have you made any changes in coaching responsibility during the week?
No, we just got to be better. We'll be better. It's not time for that. I mean, like we need to. We got good people, but we've not done a good job. But we have good people, and again, it's a result business, right? Like, so I mean, you know, and again, when you're in the outhouse, everything stinks, right? When you're in the penthouse, you still got a pile of crap on the floor, but you just don't notice it, right? Like, it just magnifies things, and we it's on us. That's our job. That's what we get paid to do, is to bring out the best in our players, and we haven't done that. And again, that's pointing the thumb at me. Again, I make the decisions on who runs the rooms, and. You know, again, but we got good people and we got good coaches. It's not like they've never been a good coach. We just hadn't got the job done at this point in time in the season.
Do you have any sense of where the failures are then? Is it tone in terms of how you're talking to the players? Is it?
It's football stuff. It's just football stuff. It's truly football stuff. It's making a third down catch. It is playing your gap. It is the proper angle. It's playing over the top instead of underneath. I mean, it's football stuff that we have to do a better job of. It's really that. It's decision making. The read tells me to give it. I give it. You know, just doing what we're coaching you to do, and when it's not happening, well, that's on us as coaches. And again, players have accountability too. These sit in middle school, but it starts with us as coaches. And again, the good news is, hey, we gotta reset, and we can coach our way out of it. You know, just like we've coached our way into it.